The one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for where killers reside. A wild hood only knew wounds since my child.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, right back to Gibson. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 13. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Buccaneers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
To throw is Watson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
He's got Otten. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Room here to run. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Moore, the man in motion. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played,
But you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Hands it off out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Joe Tryon.
What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando, there standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that intercept.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now it's Watson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Gibson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 14. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joe Tryon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
38-yard line, second and 9. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 9. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old golf.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bucs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Devin Duvernay
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 174 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pinned under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
It's a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they come back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.